By for action. They're ready to go. In heads KEGGS later. And they're off and they're racing immediately. Even line away. Wasting no time deep out though. Ava Caterino with heaps of moolah looking to cross the face of the field with Expelliarmus booting up. Chuckaluck and Tokyo Fire kicking up underneath of Expelliarmus. 4 across the track early. And also in that 3 and 4 deep line Ocean Ranger. KEGGS later settles in the middle. On the inside Duchy's Demerit being followed on its back by Master Tactician. Dropping back Mr. Meggsy and Rider on a Storm last of all as they work out towards the Matheson Road side of the track. Heaps of moolah across them. The lightly weighted front runner from Expelliarmus second. Chuckaluck third. Fourth is Tokyo Fire. Over on the outside Ocean Ranger scouting deep from the fave. KEGGS later in the middle. Down on the inside of those next is Duchy's Demerit. And the last group heading over towards the back of the course. Master Tactician who's down on the inside next of all from Mr. Meggsy. And the tail ender Rider on a Storm. And so with about 1,300 metres left to go. Heaps of moolah making full use of the lightweight. A length and a half on the well-fancied Expelliarmus who's trailing it. Then a length and a half to Chuckaluck. Tokyo Fire fourth. The tempo nice and even. A length and a half away Duchy's Demerit. Down on the inside of KEGGS later as they sweep out to the riverside 1,000 from home. Mr. Meggsy around the outside going forward 3 and 4 deep. Followed then by KEGGS later who had lost its spot in the field there. He got shuffled right back with Master Tactician who's near enough to last, and Rider on a Storm also takes off now, and he gets around the outside to follow Mr. Meggsy. Young Caterino put the foot onto the accelerator here at the 650. They started to string out once again. Heaps of moolah. A length clear, stalking at Expelliarmus. Back on the inside to Chuckaluck. Then Mr. Meggsy. Wider out from Tokyo Fire. Starting to hit the bridle. KEGGS later. Ocean Ranger on its inside. Deeper out. Rider on a Storm. No run. Duchy's Demerit. Master Tactician calls it quits at the top of the straight. 300 to go. Expelliarmus shaken up by Carberry. Races clear now from heaps of moolah. Mr. Meggsy. KEGGS later starting to run on powerfully right out near the middle of the track. Then Tokyo Fire as well. It's Expelliarmus with 100 to go. And now Ocean Ranger coming through. KEGGS later. Ocean Ranger there, the two. They'll split it. KEGGS later wins again. KEGGS later got the head down right on the line to beat Ocean Ranger. Third Expelliarmus. Duchy's Demerit finally got clear when it was all over and charged to the line with Mr. Meggsy. Chuckaluck next in. A gap, then heaps of moolah after leading, dropped out in the final part in company with Tokyo Fire, Master Tactician, and the absolute bolter had run Stone Motherless last. Rider on a Storm. Well, it's KEGGS later that delivers again. Tash Faithful back in the saddle this afternoon for Ash Maley. Ocean Ranger diving through. Holly Watson having a look to the infield board as KEGGS later, who'd made its run out near the middle. Ocean Ranger gets the split, but a KEGGS later continues its fine form and has now won 4 of its last 6. Expelliarmus hitting the lead on straightening for home, and Duchy's Demerit seemingly luckless in behind them after getting caught up in traffic. 2.98 and one of the numbers, 2.981, and a short head, a length and a half. Official margins in 2.19.83, and this winner of gelding 4 years now makes it 4 from 22, 4 from his last 6 by Slater from Meg's Currency, and by Ash Maley, S. Dawson, and ridden by Tash Faithful. Tash has got a pretty good record on KEGGS later for the Maley stable. Ash doing a great job too with this gelding as he continues to develop. Second home Ocean Ranger by Ocean Park, trained by Anne King, ridden by Holly Watson, and Expelliarmus is a trade fair gelding in the yard of Jess Carberry, handled by husband Pat. 35.84, 35.80 for the final 600 there of the Bisley Workwear Handicap. Race 5, the MCA Polytrack Handicap over 1200. Number 3 comes out, and so does 11. Ayumi and Doodah Ditty. Changes there to the 5th, underway at 350. As we head downstairs, making his way there to the winner's enclosure, and he's been there a few times with this galloper in the last couple of months. Ash Maley's down there with Lockie.
Thanks, Darren. KEGGS later, 3 in a line, and he's just charging through the grades. Ash, congratulations on the win. This horse, he truly can stay, although There were a few nervous moments in running today.
Yeah, I don't know what really happened there. Looked like they were in a good spot there for a while, and I don't know, we seemed to lose our spot and not sure whether there was a horse stopping in front or what happened. But then I'm thinking, when we're coming into the corner, I'm thinking, oh, we've got a lot of work to do here. And then when the horse was covering us and we couldn't get out, I thought we're in a world of trouble. But yeah, the horse is going extremely well. I wondered whether the 2 kilos was going to, you know, find him a bit wanting today, but yeah, he's got a good ticker.
He looks like such a genuine stayer, and to his credit, he didn't exactly get much galloping room to be able to display that today, so it's nice to see him win in a different way.
Yeah, it is, but I'd much prefer to see him win the way he's been winning. But yeah, no, look, it's heart in the mouth sort of moments when you're watching him. You think, oh, well, we're not going to be able to win from here. And then you sort of think, well, if he can get out, I know he's fit and he's hard and he'll give it a crack. 3 in a line now. Do you go to a Saturday now? Yeah, not sure where we go, whether we give him a spell or we give him a crack at a Saturday. He certainly deserves a crack at a Saturday, yeah, for sure.
Either way, a nice problem to have. Well done.
Thank you.
There's Ash Maley after the win of KEGGS later, 3 in a line. And the last 2 starts, Scotty, he's been a dominant winner on both occasions by over 2.5 lengths. But today, he had to do it the hard way because he didn't exactly have that nice free-flowing run that we've seen him have in his last 2 starts. But still, his dominance in this type of grade, it really reigned supreme.
It certainly did, and he doesn't have the most electrifying turn of footlocky. He just really is a grinding type of stayer, and you'd have to imagine that if they are going to continue to race him and they head across to Belmont Park, even if it rains, he looks like that real plugging, grinding type that'll just kick his way through the soft 6, soft 7, all the way down. But I can also understand if they want to give him a spell because he's now won 3 in a row, and they can then give him a bit of time off and then hopefully aim up at maybe a country cup or something like that. You know, Ash Maley would love to take a team up and win a Geraldton Cup or something like that with this horse, and they've got plenty of time to get him ready for next season. Tash Faithful's done a runner. She doesn't. She's given us the drive-by here. We'll get her back. Tash, what happened in the middle stages? As Ash was saying, it seemed like you just continued to lose your spot a bit.
Yeah, I did. I sort of had Holly Watson to my outside, and she was holding me pretty tight. And he's the sort of horse that needs a bit of room, so I wasn't really travelling that well. And I thought I'd just let her in, let him go sort of lengths back, and give him a chance to get on the bridle.
And then all of a sudden there was a 3-deep line around you.
And then I was in even more trouble. But to his credit, he dropped the bridle really early, but he really ground out to the end.
Ash was going to ask, off to the paddock now or keep racing him?
Personally, I just said to Ash, I think he's done a really good job, and his run today, like, he didn't track into it like he has done, but so he's probably just looking for the paddock.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
There's Tash Faithful combining with Ash Maley and KEGGS later. He makes it 3 in a line, and he could be off for a well-deserved break now. Certainly a stayer to follow towards the back end of the Belmont season in a few months' time. But that's KEGGS later taking out the first leg of the quaddie.